So I'm going to give you a message from the Andromedan beings from, I think it was yesterday, 3rd of April. I'm just going to give you the message and then we'll discuss it in a little bit more detail. The Andromedan beings of love and light, can you please give us guidance on what is required at this time in the place we are in now? That's only what you have already been receiving from ourselves and others over these last years. Everything is the same, as much as the information is the same. It is that you must stay in your heart, stay in your joy. And as you have just listened to the channel, which is one I heard previously, quote, on YouTube you are watching, it is, as they have said also, that when you are in that space, everything comes. You are fully aware of this and have been for some time now. But it's always easier to talk about than to actually do. You are both practicing this on a daily basis, not just by listening to your meditation, but by being in that space. That space is what is important, to enable you to just be in the nothingness and allowing all that's coming to you by you being in your joy. It is like a harmonic attraction. You both are in your joy. The vibration that you are sending out around you enables, just like a magnetic field, to pull in the same vibration that you are putting out. You are in joy, you are in happy space, you are in heart space. What you are putting out is attracting what you need, which is of the same vibration. You are attracting in joy, you are attracting in happy space. You are attracting in the heart space. This is how it all works. So by you just being in the oneness, by being in that nothingness, by being connected to source as you see it, Marcus, it is allowing in all the incredible gifts, the incredible abundance that anyone could ever wish for on an earthly journey. This is all that there is. Everything is within this. You have to practice it more by just not practice, by just living this life. In other words, not just practicing, living this life. We are aware now, as you are, that you have been doing this, both of you. Especially we have noticed you, Marcus, because we are fully connected with you. The year you are living this as best you can in your environment, but you must put into practice so that every breath is this, every moment is this, every step forward is in this way. This is everything. There is nothing else you need to know. As beings on your earth, as beings in this environment of space and time, everything is about your connection to the oneness. You have heard your friends, so you call them the blues. You have heard us and the Arcturians and all the other star beings you connect with, telling you the same thing. We are one. We are one. We are all part of Source. We are all part of the oneness, and it is being part of the oneness. Once you are fully connected to that inner standing, that you will receive the best environment you can to live out this lifetime here. So, end of transmission. So what they're saying, basically, what they're telling me, what they're guiding me here. And this is something I started off a couple of years ago now when I was in Clubhouse doing weekly talks. I was given this guidance about just being in the nothingness, in the oneness of now. And as it progressed over the years, I've realized what they're referring to is being part of Source, being connected to Source, God, the oneness, infinite being, whatever name you have for Source, whatever feeling you have for Source, whatever you envisage Source is. We are all, in my view, a part of this Source. We are all created by the oneness. We are all, in fact, cells of the oneness, if you like. And so we are all more than just this physical being we call man, woman, human beings. We see on the outside our physicality. Our physicality is that being that radiates out into the world, that plays cards, that plays football, that makes love, that has fights, that hates people, that loves people. These human beings, these are the traits that we call human traits. They're not our traits. They've been manufactured over the years by those that have been controlling us, so that we are no longer capable of living in the Garden of Eden, no longer the spiritual being who manifested on earth to learn more. In a way, it feels like we've digressed so much. But sometimes, let's put it this way, everything in our universe is like a spiral. So when we're here on the spiral, we sometimes go down. We only go down so as to come back up. But when we come up, we're nearer to the center of the spiral, much nearer. And so the journey is onwards and upwards. We move down so that we can move up. We destroy so that we can rebuild better. You know, there's lots of things going on in the world right now that one may think as a spiritual being here, oh my gosh, what have we become? We've become this, what we see now in our streets, in our towns, in our parliaments, in our hospitals, in our environments, everywhere. What we are seeing is a destruction of one to create the new world that we need to live in. And this is what's happening. So, enough about the lecture. What this is about, this video, this message from the Andromedans and others over these last years, is the way forward for human beings at this time who are on a spiritual journey, which we all are. We're all spiritual beings, souls, living a physical existence to help our souls become more enlightened. And I started saying this as a bit of a joke originally, but what happens is the more we let go of our dross, of our old rubbish, the more we become lighter and rise up. Oh, look at that. Yeah. See? Enlightened. Let go of the physical rubbish. Embrace the spiritual truths. I'm not really a believer in spiritual and physical being different. They're all one. It's just the way that we live and have been conditioned, mainly by religions, to separate us from one from the other. I've always believed that in the ancient of days, that religion and science were one. There was no separation between spirituality and sciences. They were one and one thing, nothing else. It's only since the change of female spirituality ruling our religions to be ruled by male dominant societies that had more of an agenda of control. And that's where we've ended up now. The time of religion, in my view, is over. The time of spiritual truth is upon us. All the religions basically say the same thing. All people really want is to love and be loved, to live in a good life where they need not food or shelter, to have good folks around them, to be able to help others, to be able to see creatures in a good environment. If you wish to eat meat, that's entirely your prerogative. If you wish to be vegetarian, that's also your prerogative. We can't tell others what they should do. Everyone's entitled to live their life and to learn their lessons in their life, whatever they may be. So going forward, it's imperative now for us who are on our path of spiritual enlightenment, of fourth and fifth density awareness, which many of us are, to go and spend more time in this space. Now, some months back, I did a video of a short meditation, which is now on our Patreon channel. I've redone it again, so it's a little bit longer. The whole thing's only about 11 minutes. And that is all about, this is a practice that Karen and I do on a regular basis. And I put it out to a few people as well, who are my dear friends. But it's not on general release, let's say. But it is on Patreon. So because it's a paid channel, and it's not much a month, it's something like £11, $15, whatever a month. Because it's on there, you're able to, with all the other stuff, actually. Because it's on there, it's not right for me to put it out into the general usage. Otherwise, people who are paying for it, it won't seem fair to me anyway. So, but this video, this message, this meditation does just that. It puts you into a place where you're in the nothingness connected to source. It's only short, but it works. And when you're in that space, you allow in everything that you need. Might not be what you want. You might say, oh, I want to win the lotto, like I did the other day. And what did I do? I won £15 on one of the lottos I do, which was like, yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. You know, there's an old story about someone told a friend, I need money, I've got to have some money, I've got to find some money, oh, please let me find some money. And his friend sees him the next day, he said, how did you get on? He said, oh, I found some money, I found a penny. It's not a penny I wanted lots of money. And his friend said, well, did you ask for lots of money or did you ask for money? You found money. That's what you asked for. So it's important that we ask for the right things in the right way. If you're asking to have an affair with somebody's wife, it might not be the best sort of thing you could be asking for, as opposed to finding your perfect love. See what I'm saying? It's how you address what it is you're after. But nevertheless, that's something else. When we're going to the oneness, we're not thinking, I want to win the lotto, I want to have an affair. You know, those things are not in the mix. It's nothingness that's in the mix. Emptiness is in the mix. Whatever your vibration is, you will attract. If you are in that perfect place of connecting to source, that is exactly what you will attract. You will attract what you need. Not always what you want, but it will be what you need. You can ask beforehand for help with your health, with a major problem you have, but not while you're in there. While you're in there, you have to be empty and letting in what you need. So the message we're given is the message I've been given for some years now. Star beings told Karen and I, stay in your heart, be in your joy, do things that keep you in your joy, that don't hurt others or other things. Be in the oneness, be connected to the oneness. When you do that in this space of nothingness and emptiness, you will bring in all that you need now. That's all there is to it. Thank you, Andromedan beings of love and light, for the message. We can't be told enough about these things because it's so easy to spout it out one day and forget it the next, because life sometimes just takes over. But this is one of those times we're living in now where we really have to do what we said we would come here to do. There's not that much physical time left for us to faff about, really. Let's get on with it. Let's move on, onwards and upwards. Namaste. Thank you for listening. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. If you want to join Patreon, please do so. As I say, you don't have to join the expensive options. There's a cheaper option at the bottom, which is accessible to most people. And if you're not happy, you can leave. You don't have to stay. There's lots of stuff on there. I put things in a way, and my wife also, in a way that people can understand. Nothing too convoluting, nothing too heavy, nothing too difficult to get your head round, because that's the way forward for me. I'm here for everyone, not just for those who meditate every day and sit in lotus position every day and do yoga 3 times a week. I'm here for the people who want to move onwards and upwards, in whatever form that may take. Thank you for listening. Please subscribe if you haven't, because it really helps us, because YouTube doesn't like to send these things out unless there's loads of likes and loads of comments, nice comments, obviously. Please. Till next time. Namaste.